It's 2025 and this right here, the iPhone 13, is almost 4 years old. But guess what? People are still buying it. So today we're going to find out if the iPhone 13 still makes sense in 2025 for everyday users, or if it's finally time to move on. And also given the fact that the latest iPhone, the iPhone 17, has been released now and we have so many options. And also because sometimes older tech with the right balance still delivers more value than the shiny new stuff. Let's get into it. For the design, still one of Apple's best. Flat edges, aluminum frame, and that satisfying click when you press the power button. It's aged really well. Its back is glossy and does pick up fingerprints a little bit compared to the iPhone 15's matte finish. Yeah, you won't find the dynamic island here, but it still looks modern enough that nobody would guess it came out in 2021. In fact, when you slap on a simple case, it's basically indistinguishable from the newer iPhones, except your wallet feels lighter. It actually looks and feels really modern, especially with iOS 26 installed. It has the same camera orientation with the 15, which is basically the same design with a bit of refinement. For the display, this Super Retina XDR display is still gorgeous. 6.1 inches OLED, sharp and vibrant. But here's the thing, it's still 60Hz and not 120Hz. Yeah, in 2025, that's kind of a bummer, especially when mid-range Androids are rocking 120Hz and beyond. It still has the old school notch with no dynamic highlight, which is the downside. It has a peak brightness of 1200 nits, which is still bright enough outdoors. This is more brighter than a lot of the mid-range phones that came out in 2025, which is very impressive given the fact that this phone came out in 2021. So if you really care about having 120Hz on the phone, then this phone is not for you. But on the other hand, this phone is really good. When it comes down to performance, the A15 Bionic chip still handles everything from editing short videos to gaming with zero stress. It's Apple's optimization after all. This is one thing I admire about this phone and iPhones in general. Chips on the iPhone are always good, without a doubt, even after years of usage. So unless you're editing 8K footage on your phone, this thing still flies. I see no noticeable drop in performance. Gaming is good and video editing is also good. The camera on this phone is pretty decent. Dual 12 megapixel sensors, no crazy periscope lenses here, but Apple's image processing is still top tier. The differences are there. Better light, more dynamic range on newer phones, but for most people, you're 90% there. And there's the thing, if you're buying the iPhone 13 2025, you're not chasing spec, you're chasing balance. Even for creators, shooting B-rolls, reels, or product clips, this camera still delivers the signature Apple look, consistent, bright, and clean. So if you're using the phone just for social media, taking photos of family and friends, then this is a really good phone after all. The battery life was solid in 2021 and surprisingly it still holds up. A full day of moderate use is not a problem. Apple's efficiency game is still unmatched. But if your battery health has dipped below 80%, yeah, it's worth replacing. So I often see a lot of these phones selling as second and used with 100% battery health. So one thing you can do is just to make sure that the battery health is authentic, so you can try and verify. I mean, there are ways which you can actually verify the actual battery health. So Apple promises of updates up to 2028 means you're still covered for years. iOS 26 is also amazing. I like how it looks, or make the phone looks refreshed and whole. I know a lot of people don't like this, but personally I think it's cool. So should you buy the iPhone 13 in 2025? If you're not obsessed with dynamic island or 120Hz and just need a phone that works, then absolutely yes. It's still smooth, powerful and consistent. Sometimes the best phone isn't the newest one, it's the one that still gets the job done perfectly. Here's where it gets even interesting. You can find the iPhone 13 for around $300 depending on the storage and condition, and there are some places where you can even get this for lower. That's mid-range Android pricing for a flagship level reliability. Also, if you want to use the USB-C, then go for the iPhone 15 and higher. But if lighting is not an issue for you, then the iPhone 13 is still okay. Even the camera is not really that big of a difference when compared to the newer iPhone. So yeah, it's okay. So for anyone looking for an affordable iPhone that still performs like new, this might be the sweet spot in 2025. This is the iPhone 13, still relevant, still reliable, and still pretty dope in 2025. So if you enjoyed this video, do click on the like button and then let me know what you think of the iPhone 13. And please do not forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.